All right, Sean Zattel here with the undefeated WBC middleweight champion of the world, the man most believe is the top dog in the division, Jermall Charlo. Jermall, man, big fight on June 18th on Showtime against Maciej Sulecki in back home in Texas, man. Do you want to be the first? This guy is beating Gabe Rosado. He went the distance with Danny Jacobs and Boo Boo when they were at their best. Do you want to be the first man to knock him out?
If the knockout comes, yeah, for sure, I'm gonna take him out. I'm one of the best finishers in boxing. He's running his mouth, he's talking. You know how they go whenever somebody try to talk, but it just fuels the fire for us. Yeah, for sure. If I can get him out of there, I'm gonna try to get him out of there.
What's some of the things he's been saying maybe that have been chalkboard material?
I mean, he just don't think that he try to compare me to two people that he lost to. You know what I mean? Feeling like he might want to avenge his losses through me, but that's because he know that I'm better than the other guys, so he try to downplay me. But he'll find out once he step in the ring with me, he gonna have to make serious adjustments.
Sometimes it's hard to compare against common opponents because styles make fights, but do you feel like we'll learn something about Jermall Charlo versus those two fighters based on your performance?
Yeah, I'll make sure that I dictate and keep him I keep him tame. Just like they thought when I fought Derevchenko, they was like, "Oh, he's not better than Golovkin. Golovkin did this, Golovkin did that." I don't think he's better than him, but hey, look, as long as I keep you in order and keep you in line, there's nobody that can beat the jab. So they're gonna have to figure it out one day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Where would you rank your jab in boxing right now?
Yeah, I got the best jab in boxing right now. Not only did I knock people out with it, I knock people down with it. I've won a fight with just the jab. Sometimes I done broke the jab hand and still used it, and it still was damaging. I mean, I got one of the best jabs. Is all about the movement and how I place my jab. But they can't figure it out because every fighter that I get in front of and I use the jab against, they have to take it differently. So each fighter distance and everything is different. So it is how I downplay the fighter. It's through my jab. I dictate everything about him. I take his soul with the jab first.
Well, they say it's the best punch in boxing. So, but do you feel like you and your brother are two of maybe the best boxer punchers or two of the best in the sport? And is that the style we're going to see June 18th because Sulecki's going to be coming forward like Castaño was with your brother?
I'm coming out with knockout punches. I'm getting back to my roots. I'm coming out with knockout. I've been trying to stay calm and learn my craft, and I feel like I developed enough of it now. I want to get back to knocking shit out. Like I'm coming out with throwing blows that I don't feel like nobody better take. It's gonna be real. Like I'm really just gonna stay calm and throw knockout shots the whole fight. Like everything gonna be deadly. I can get my respect. Right now, I just want my respect. And if I don't, and if Sulecki a hard fighter, don't get me wrong. He's one of the top amateurs in the world. He's been in there with some tough competition. He stood his ground. So like we're gonna fight fire with fire. You know what I'm saying? 32 fights. It's about that time where I just get in a real competitive fight like as of now. But I'm gonna fight fire with fire. I'm throwing knockout shots.
Talking about getting your respect, from people from Mike Tyson to, us in the media when we saw you a couple weeks back, and Stephen A. Smith talking about, I want to see Jermall Charlo in the big fights, and Benavidez. Does all of that, motivate you to prove yourself and to, beat a Benavidez or something like that?
Yeah, it make me want to just whoop their ass. But it's nothing I can do about it. It's all about the handlers now and social media and I don't know, the fans don't call the fights no more. Obviously the fans not the ones picking the fights. The big fights are coming through rankings and belts and all kind of other unanimous stuff. But like I said, a real boxer gonna stay a real boxer and gonna maintain a real boxer. This is the new school era where they know Jake Paul before they know Benavidez. More people know Jake Paul, you know what I mean? They know Logan and they got a chance to fight Floyd Mayweather before someone that was supposed to fight him. Like, you know what I mean? So it's a different era of boxing right now. And I
And
like it. I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? It's just they gotta wait their turn at this point.
um, are we being fair to you and kind of demanding these fights when you started at 54 and all these fights were asking for at 68?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm absorbing I'm absorbing growing up as being a man of and being a boxer, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. I started off at 54, you know, and went up to 60. Now they want me to go to 68. Now they talking about 75. I mean, shit. I guess it's part of boxing. Like I said, it's a new era right now. You know, weight divisions stop mattering whenever Floyd Mayweather and Canelo fought at 152. You know what I mean? That was like a catch weight, but it was for all the belts, which it still was a 154-pound division. But and then after that, Canelo said, "Hey, hell no, y'all gonna fight me at the weight that I want to fight at." So weights don't really matter. You got little guys fighting big guys fighting little guys. I mean, if I got to go up, I'm down to go up. If that's the question you asking.
Yeah, because we've always thought of you as, damn, Jermall is a big middleweight. He was a big super welterweight. How do you look at your size, like at 68? Is that where, you need a fight at 68 to get acclimated, or just how you feel about that whole situation, your size and
You
adjusting
said
the
it with
skin?
me. You said it with me. That's the biggest middleweight in the world. You feel me? That's the biggest middleweight in the world. So that's how they're gonna look at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, you get what you get. When my brother ready to come to 160, I'm gonna get out his way. Or he gonna get all the other belts at 160, and we're gonna make history again and again and again. You know what I mean?
Is that the biggest fight though in these divisions? You and Canelo, Cowboy Stadium. Is that the biggest money we could see?
Who else is a bigger fight out there? I mean, Canelo is like, if I could challenge myself against somebody like Canelo, no matter what, I go down in history, and and he know for sure that's gonna be a way tougher fight than he think it is. But I mean, like I said, it's this the era of boxing that we live in now. It's not about the best fighting the best. It's about the most popular being the most popular, and the fans and who gonna do this and who gonna do that. That's why when we fought in the bubble, I kind of liked it because it was no fans there. You know, you either had to tune in or you don't. It felt like the old Muhammad Ali, George Foreman eras.
And we could hear the punches better too,
Yeah,
and all that.
yeah.
So and when I was saying biggest money, I don't just mean for you. I mean for him, for Canelo. That's the
I
biggest
mean,
money.
it's a big fight for Canelo.
Yeah.
He can't overlook it. I mean, he can't just say like there's nothing going on for it. It's a big fight for Canelo, and him fighting me, the world want to see it, and I'm down to see it. Or then I'll have to blow my chances fighting a David Benavidez guy, but he ain't nothing either. And I would be the biggest fight for him too. I'm the biggest fight for any boxer out right now because I'm one of the biggest boxers out.
Well, the fans will say it's not blowing your chances if you knock him off, right? With Benavidez, it only
I
makes
mean,
that fight bigger.
it'll make any fight bigger. But like, why not go ahead and take the real risk and fight Canelo, where I can, put it all on the line rather than fighting Benavidez, who has nothing to offer and all this. But I'll still fight his ass. You know what I'm saying? I use him as a stepping stone to get to Canelo if that's what they want me to do. But they not setting that up.
Yeah, only if he's not willing to get in the ring with either one of you guys, then that's where it's like, okay, well, let's
Right.
see that fight, Charlo and Benavidez. But lastly, Jermall, thank you so much, man, for
Appreciate you.
all these questions and taking your time to answer them. Caleb Plant, just as far back as November at the weigh-in, there was like some energy there, like you guys could be fighting at some point. And then a couple months ago, he says, "I want the Charlo fight. I like the Charlo fight." What do you think of that fight, Jermall?
Uh, at this point, he got to try to pay taxes on that money they gave him. So I mean, shit, why not? Come on, Plant. None of these fighters pose no threat to me. Long as Jermall Charlo stay at the top of his game, and can't nobody stop me. So I'm not necessarily worried about what they say and what they think. They're gonna have to see me one day. So if Plant want that, let's get it. Like I said, now he don't got nothing to offer. I go up to 68. He's just gonna be a stepping stone to fight Canelo or somebody. Y'all might as well just give me Canelo.